Hello folks, welcome to OTD, also known as On the Deck, where you can get all the sports you need in 10 minutes. My name is Adam Marduna. This is my mom, Gina.
He's the journalist.
She's the enthusiast.
Oh my gosh, I'm so enthusiastic about this topic today.
Well,
I got a lot to say.
I don't blame you, because this is kind of a big topic, and this is NBA talk. We are going to talk about the NBA a little bit, but really just more within two people, and we're talking about Hall of Fame basketball player Charles Barkley, who was really dominant in the late 80s and all of the 90s. And we're going to talk about future Hall of Famer LeBron James. And I know we talk about LeBron James quite a bit on the show.
I tried not to roll my eyes, and it happened anyway. I tried not to roll my eyes.
Continue to bring him up. But recently, he has been in the headlines almost every single day about something, whether it's him complaining about his team, him complaining about getting people kicked out or whatever from last year. He's in the headlines quite a bit, and so it's hard to not talk about this subject today, because this is topping the cake right now. And so there are some comments that were made from Charles Barkley, to get this put in context, about what LeBron James said last week or previous weeks about him LeBron saying that he doesn't have enough help, players aren't doing what they're supposed to do, etc. And so Ernie Johnson on TNT, their NBA after the game, their NBA analyst, and they're talking about LeBron James, and
it's him and Kenny and
Shaquille
the Jet,
and yes,
and
Shaq,
then Charles Barkley,
and Ernie asked Charles, "Hey, what were your thoughts? What are your thoughts on LeBron and what he's feeling, how he's feeling about this whole situation?" And Charles went on to say basically that he thought that, hey, LeBron's a great player, but I don't agree with how he's handling all of this stuff, and it didn't really go over well with what he actually said, Charles said, in context to LeBron James. Now, LeBron James, after the game, made these comments, and I know you've got the quotes
I have the
here, so I will let you read those quotes, and then we'll kind of discuss it a little bit. But I just want to let everyone to kind of know what's going on here, because this is very interesting, and I just feel like this has to be talked about today.
Right, and I'm with you. We don't want this to only be a LeBron show, and we're not just LeBron haters. But what Charles Barkley said, he was asked, "Do you think did you like the comments?" And he said, "No, they're inappropriate." And he said 3 different times in his response, "LeBron is a great player. He's the best. He's too good." He was complimenting him as a player. What he said was, "You don't need to be whining about this.
Right.
You've gotten all the players you want. You beat the team that everybody thinks you're going to play in the finals. You already beat them, and now you got Kyle Korver. Why are you calling out your players again?" So that's all Barkley said. Well, LeBron, who just, by the way, lost again. It was a bad January for the Cavs. LeBron said, Charles is a hater, quite simply. And he said, "I'm tired of biting my tongue. There's a new sheriff in town." Here's the quote. This is from LeBron talking about Charles. "I'm not going to let him disrespect my legacy like that. I'm not the one who threw somebody out a window. I never spit on a kid. I never had unpaid debt in Las Vegas. I never said I'm not a role model. I never showed up to the All-Star weekend on Sunday because I was in Vegas all week partying. All I've done my entire career is represent the NBA the right way. 14 years, never got in trouble, respected the game. Print that." And then he goes on to say about Barkley, "I know he wanted to retire a long time ago, but he can't. He's stuck up on that stage every week, and if this makes him feel like he wants to talk to me, the schedule's out there. He knows every road arena I'll be in. Don't just come up to me at the All-Star game and shake my hand and smile." So he went in. And then at the end of it, there's too much. You go. There's too much there.
Okay, so now that we know what LeBron officially said in response of what Charles Barkley was saying, do you have a side that you feel like you can take on either one of these guys? Do you feel like LeBron is justified for what he's saying? Do you feel like Charles Barkley's justified for what he's saying, or a little bit of both? What is your quick analysis of what's going on here?
Well, here's the thing. I really wanted to try to find a way to defend LeBron, because we want to be balanced.
Yes.
We're not. I think he's a great player. I think he's the greatest player right now, one of the greatest players in the world right now. But I couldn't find a reason to defend this. Charles Barkley did get sued for $400,000 years ago by one of the casinos in Vegas for unpaid debt. That is the kind of business that you don't want out there.
Right.
I don't know the circumstance when he quote unquote spit on a kid or threw somebody out the window or any of that stuff.
Yeah.
But I felt like what Barkley was doing was answering a question as an analyst on an NBA show.
Yeah.
And it was the same thing that 90% of everybody. There's that 10% who, oh, LeBron has every right to be mad. Everybody else said, LeBron, quit calling your team out. Quit saying you're top heavy. Quit saying people are giving up during the game. Quit going on TV. I'm playing too many minutes. We don't have anybody. I mean, those are the things LeBron has done that everyone has responded to. So for Charles to just say, look, I didn't like it. I felt like he was whining. He's great, but I didn't like it. That's all Barkley said.
Right.
For LeBron to pull your man's, I'm talking about dirty draws.
He did.
Dirty. Have you ever bounced a check or had your debit card rejected somewhere? I'll admit it. I have. It's embarrassing. It's humiliating. It's something you can relate to, but it's not something you want everybody bringing out. Oh, I know Gina, her card got declined. Why would you put you're talking about going after someone's manhood at that point.
Yes.
You know, you can't pay your debts. Charles gave a professional answer in an opinion, and LeBron went dirty.
Yeah.
And I didn't like it at all. I don't know how you defend that.
Right.
What about you? What do you think on this?
Well, I'm not going to disagree with you. I definitely feel like Charles Barkley was more just challenging LeBron on a basketball level, not as far as him being a man, him handling his business at home, etc. And I definitely think LeBron took it a little far there as far as talking about somebody's gambling debts, saying he knows where he knows my schedule.
Yeah,
you can meet me on the road.
Did you feel like he was like going to fight? You going to fight Charles Barkley?
I don't know if that was a call out as far as, hey, let's fight this out or whatever. But I think if you can try to read between the lines here as far as what LeBron is saying is that, look, I've been a professional in this league for a very long time, and some of the things that you have done, speaking as far as Charles Barkley, have not stood up to some of the things that I have done, meaning my charities, how I've handled myself on and off the basketball court. I've been a model citizen. I handle my business the right way, and I don't need you to come and attack me as far as me being a professional basketball player. I'm just trying to better myself and win as many games as possible. Now, I don't know if I would have quite handled it like LeBron would have, but I do kind of understand the frustration, if there is frustration there. I feel like if we have our guilty pleasure with my sister Ariel as well, we watch Mariah's World. I'm embarrassed to say that.
No, don't be embarrassed. That's a great show on TV.
8-part series. It's called Mariah's World, and one of the things that we've taken from that is she's a diva. She's a premier diva, and she lives up in the stars. Okay,
yes.
She is a super
she
diva,
is ethereal,
supernova
is the word.
Yes, and so when people shoot up hate towards her, it only reaches the clouds. It doesn't even reach up into her atmosphere.
That's how she rolls.
When people ask her, "Oh, did you hear about this? Did you
so
know
said this about her?
Who this person is?" She goes, "I don't know who they are. Who is that?
I don't know her.
I don't know her, or I don't know them." And so I really wish LeBron at this point in time, if his career, would start to do stuff like that, where it's just like, look, man, you are a premier elite. I don't even know how many adjectives you could say to describe him, because that's how good he is.
On the talent level.
You are so above all of these things. You need to start taking a page out of Mariah's own personal book and saying, look, I don't even know. There are so many ways you can get back at Charles Barkley besides pulling out his dirty laundry. Now you smell like his dirty drawers and clothes that you personally drug out, and now you're wearing that.
That's
and those
exactly right.
statements are now connected to you because you went like that. You went that low.
Let me tell you something.
And he can be in that level where he can say stuff where I don't know Charles Barkley. He has no rings, so he has nothing to say to me. He can say things like that and be okay.
Well, and to your point, because if what LeBron is saying is, hey, I'm a role model, I get that, and you think that someone who has low character is coming after you, I guess I understand why it offended him so much.
Right.
But at the end of the day, if you're a role model, is that what you want to model to your kids? That if someone gets in the mud, you jump in it with them, because now you're both covered in mud.
Now you're both dirty.
And you both stink. Because to me, here's what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
If you come after my kids, I hate you for life. People who know me know that. You come after my mama, I'm probably going to hate you for life. My husband, I'm very protective. But if you come after me, I'm like, psh, psh, who are you? Do I know you?
Exactly.
If Charles had come after LeBron's money, his wife, his children,
making
his
accusations
mama,
about
making
things
accusations,
that weren't actually
LeBron,
true.
you call him out, tell him, meet me behind the thing. I get it. But what he did was he critiqued in the answer to a question your style, which quite frankly, I agree with. I think you're too good to be whining.
Right.
I think you are so much above everyone else. You're above the fray. Michelle Obama, we've all said it.
Yes.
When they go low, you go high.
It's a great
you do. I'm
about
telling you, Mariah Carey.
Yeah.
I don't know her. I'm too above this to even
You
get
got
in it.
more rings and championships
My goodness.
than Charles Barkley ever does. So there's
He's
so
got
many
zero.
ways to shut down Charles Barkley
Without
besides
pulling out his debt,
Right.
calling his manhood out. That's
Pulling
you just
out old
don't do that.
skeletons
Old
that
skeletons.
you don't need to get
Nobody
into.
should be the same person 30 years. The 80s were 30 years ago. You
Yeah.
can't call out that stuff.
Exactly.
It just one more time reinforced that no matter what other good stuff you do, no matter how talented you are, LeBron,
Right.
you're going to get dirty and nasty and crybaby-ish, which is what we've all said about you. Act like a champion. Don't get in the dirt with
And
people.
part of being great and part of putting yourself out there is that people are going to say stuff. They're always going to be hating on you.
We get hated on every day.
Every single day.
And we're not anybody. We're on our back deck talking about
at
sport.
the beginning stages of everything.
Well,
we're
we
trying
are
to do.
somebody, but you know
Right,
what I
but
mean.
The point is that that's part of the job, is knowing that someone's always going to take a shot at you. You have a big target on your back, and you just have to be above that. However you handle that, that's just part of it. But I think LeBron did cross the lines here.
I think he was 100%
I don't think
wrong.
Charles Barkley was wrong in what he was saying, but I just wish LeBron would have handled it better, and it just didn't really sit right.
It's a bad look. You know what? Winning fixes everything. Go out and win some games. You won't be salty at the end of it. That's the truth.
Well, we just wanted to bring this up because this is a hot
Everybody's
topic right now.
talking about it, so we had
on
to
its
too.
NBA season, so we know that this is what's going to be going on.
It's
for a
drama
while,
because
so
you know Charles is going to have something to say back.
Yes.
Drama.
Well, continue to follow us on all of our social media. Please continue to like our Facebook page. Type in my name, Adam Orduna, in YouTube, and please subscribe to it. It's free. And continue to follow us on Twitter. She's JRepass_OTD, and we are OTD_ on the deck. And we just want to say we appreciate your time.
Thank you.
And thanks for watching, folks. All right.
All right, Facebook Live.
All right, Facebook.
Only say nice
See you
things.
later.